This is part one, but they literally triggered your growth. They triggered your independence. They triggered your basic self-sufficiency with the alchemist. And now they're basically sitting with the realization that if they pull some stupid shit, you can easily walk away. Welcome to your reading with yours truly, El Tero Vaquero. If you guys know who I am, my name is Valenzuela, El Tero Vaquero, and let's see what's currently going on in your energy or what's currently going on in the energy of you and your individual. What matters first is how you feel about them. If that part matches, stay. If it doesn't, move on. A better reading will always, always find you. As of now, how is my collective currently feeling about their individual? How is my collective currently feeling about their individual? What's currently going on in the energy of my collective, and how are they currently feeling about their individual? Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. This person taught you how to work on your independence. This person taught you how to be self-sufficient within yourself. Or you're really thinking about how to become self-sufficient without this person. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the energy of trying to be in our own energy, trying to be very much self-sufficient within our own energy, right? So it's like with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, it's like this lesson that was learned from this relationship is how can I be in my own energy? How can I be independent within myself? How can I become self-sufficient to the point where I feel like I don't need a person or I don't need one to feel fulfilled? And that's to me what's coming through. What's coming through from the energy of the reading is that with the Nine of Pentacles and with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're being more focused on becoming very self-sufficient within you, right? But this self-sufficiency came through conflict. Five of Wands, right? Now you see how I connected the message of you became self-sufficient because of this person's triggers. Like this person triggered you to become better. This person triggered you to be better. This person basically triggered you to be a good version of yourself, right? So I don't doubt that a lesson that you learned from this individual was to become self-sufficient, was to become better for you, was to become more in tune with your own particular energy. It's like their trigger, their hurt, made you become more independent, made you become more better, made you become a good version of yourself. Now you see that? I feel like that's something that you have learned or something that you're currently learning. You're trying to become better for you. You're trying to become more good for you, or you're definitely trying to become more independent within your own particular energy. So there's like the underlying energy of independence. There's like this underlying energy of becoming self-sufficient within me, right? It's like this person has triggered that, and it's like this person has triggered that in some form of way. Now let's see how they feel about you. The King of Swords, somebody that's very logical, somebody that's very analytical. The King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Cups. And then the Five of Cups upright. The energy that's coming through right here, it's more of I'm wearing a mask of trying to be rational, but deep down, there's something very emotionally heavy about you. I'm wearing a mask of trying to keep my composure together, but deep down, there's something emotional about this relationship or emotional about you that really has me in my feelings. It's like this person knows with the King of Swords that they triggered independence within you, that you became better after them, and they're feeling some sort of way about that. Because it's like the King of Swords is like, the King of Swords right here is the energy that's kind of presenting itself very strongly with, I'm trying to stay rational, I'm trying to stay composed, I'm trying to stay more in my power, I'm trying to stay more thinking rationally about this, but there's something emotional right here that I can't quite get rid of regarding you. And yes, deep down, I find myself still feeling emotionally attracted, emotionally connected, or some form of way emotionally drawn to what you mean or what you are as an individual and the independence, the stability that you're currently building for yourself. That's the underlying energy that's coming through from this individual. I also do feel like what you triggered in them was emotional maturity. What you triggered in them was the ability to emotionally be attuned with their emotions. That's what you triggered in them. right? So with the King of Swords, with the King of Swords, with the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands, it's definitely a person that tries to internalize everything, and they like to deal with their own emotions, or they like to deal with chaos by staying quiet or by doing things in their own way. But it's like the more they try to internalize what your relationship, what you mean to them, the more heavier it becomes. And the deeper they go into these emotional realizations that your independence triggers. Your independence kind of triggers them to become more emotionally aware of what you're becoming and what they have the ability to lose, right? And the Seven of Wands, King of Swords, again, they're trying to stay very composed. They're trying to stay very composed. They're trying to stay very much so in tune or in control of their emotions, but something within them is actively not letting them, right? Then we also have the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Wands. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles and with the Six of Wands, to me, this feels like you recognize parts of them that other people don't recognize. You recognize parts of them that other people actively don't end up recognizing, right? And the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups being shown right here, it's more of the emotional imbalance that they always carried within them. And that's what makes you different in their eyes. What makes you different in their eyes is that you actively know how to soften them up. You actively know how to soften them up. And that's what makes you different in their eyes. It's like you actively recognize that they hold on to so much. You actively recognize that they juggle too much. You actively recognize that they were not a healed spirit. And I will tell you this, to me, the energy is coming through with a lot of reflection that they did fail someone and they triggered your growth. They triggered your independence. And now they do not even know whether they're going to be able to shower or have that new version of you. Because you have the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So again, you guys are very much so energetically connected. And tarot, the way that I read tarot, when you get a card like the Four of Cups and they get the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups, that signifies energy connection. It's like energy going back and forth. We have the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. It's like they recognize your worth. They're recognizing what you could bring to the table, but now they know that you're offering that to yourself, and they're not even sure whether you would ever lift a finger for them again. Whether you would genuinely ever lift a finger for them again. That's like the underlying energy that's presenting itself. Again, look at this. Remember how I was talking about transformation? How they triggered your growth? They basically triggered your independence. Having the Alchemist right here with the Five of Wands, this Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, it makes a lot of sense. It's like they basically triggered your growth. They triggered your independence. They triggered you to become better. And it's like they acknowledge that. They acknowledge that. They acknowledge that you have become a fucking alchemist in your own energy, in your own specific power. I feel like they're juggling with the idea. I feel like they're juggling with the idea of what to do with you. I feel like they're juggling with the idea of what to do with you. Exactly. Two of Wands reverse. The Two of Wands reverse. Look at this. Four of Pentacles, juggling with the idea of what to do with you. The Four of Pentacles signifies holding on tight to something, while the Two of Wands reverse signifies not having a proper plan or not having any movement whatsoever. It's like they're going back and forth with the idea of what they should do regarding you. They're going back and forth with the idea of what should happen between the both of you, right? And would they even be able to actually hold on to something foundational with you? Would they actually even be able to actually make something work in the long term of things with you, right? Not because of you, but because you have gained so much independence to the point where they honestly feel like, like you having independence puts them in a place where you actively don't fucking need them. And I feel like that's what hurts them. What hurts them is the fact that they were the ones that basically triggered you into becoming better, and now they actively see that you do not need them. Now they actively see that if they were to ever pull some stupid shit, you would like walk away extremely easily. And it doesn't matter if you guys are in separation or you guys are together. One thing that I do want to point out for you is that the cards are coming out very strongly with the underlying energy. They triggered your independence, and now they basically have to sit with the consequences of you not having to fucking need them. Let's move on to part 2 because this shit is getting juicy. I'm being dead ass.